Right, hello to everybody. Today in the video I'm going to show you how to make some teleporting and recalling spells and showing you the difference between the two. So we have a recall spell here which will recall you to a bound point in the game. In my case I've bound it to my property, but you can bind it to town criers in the game. And then the other one is the teleport to friend. Now this is where it's good to have a lot of friends in the game, because you can always teleport or have a chance to teleport to their location. So these are the few friends of many online, and if I click to teleport I can go to these locations, so King's Road or a player owned town, I believe that is. So you can't go into players if they're teamed up and things like that. That's why we can't go into some of these. Cannot talk, tells you why, because it's in the mines, which is a solo one or a group, because those could be a group, another mine. And we can't go up to Infernal in Central Brittany for some reason, and that one's friends only, so you can see, but more people online. So it's also handy if you want to group with a player, you can just teleport straight to them. So to actually make the scrolls, we make them at the crafting station here, the alchemy station, and let's have a look at them, if we can filter them. Let's see if we can filter them. Yeah. Now both scrolls take night sharp, black pearls and wood pulp, and then the difference between the two is mandrake and nightshade. So we can see what we need. So first of all we're going to need some wood pulp. So to get some wood pulp we go down to the milling station. Now with these you might need to buy the recipes, but some of the basic ones you can actually learn. Now we've got two here. We can make wood pulp from scraps or make wood pulp from wood. Now scraps comes from weapons that you can break down, and that's how you can collect scrap. So if you've got a small little cheap axe, sometimes it's just best to break it down, because you can use the scrap then to make the scrolls. You can also make it from the trees, but seeing as the trees are rare in the game, I would recommend using the top one. Now if you don't have the recipe, you've just got to get one wood scrap. So holding the shift key we can select that, and then that should go green, and then if you craft it, if you don't have the recipe up there, it would give you the recipe. So if you've got the recipe, then you can just double click on it and we'll make a batch load of 20 and we'll craft away. Now as I say, this is the game Shroud of the Avatar, and if you do like the game and like to buy it, or if you want to support me by buying add-ons, if you can click on the link in the description, it will take you to Marky Dragon's website. Just get desktop up, and from here you can buy Shroud of the Avatar, so it's just $40. So, and if you buy it from there, you'll also be supporting my channel. There are other games like Crowfall, Final Fantasy, and just trying to find it. Got all of those on their EVE Online, which is another very big multiplayer online game. So that'll help. If you want to buy the game, just click on the link in the description. And how far? We're halfway through, so let's go back to the game, and I will just have to move that. It's the joys of not having enough monitors, but as you can see, we're about halfway through. And if you have any questions or anything on the game, if you just want to put them in the description, or you can go to my Facebook page. Again, link will be in the description. Then you can leave questions in there, and I will do my best to answer them or find the answer. So nearly there. This gives us more than enough wood pulp. Just 2 more. And last one. Oh, no. Now, the last one. But 1 failed. No, 2 must have failed because we've got 18. And what I would like to do is have, I think, 20. I think that's enough for what I want to create. But crafting does take a bit of time. There we go. So we've now got the wood pulp. Now, the other thing was black pearls. Now they can be found out in the game, but they're normal. I don't know where they are, but you can get them off some mages that you might kill. But the easiest place is a magic merchant. So if we just double click on, there's the black pearls. Now how many would we need? So if we go to the recipe book, this is another way of checking what you need for your recipes, and can't remember which it is. There we go. So we need 10 black pearls. So I will buy 100 black pearls, and there we go. So now we've got all of the ingredients. We can go back to the crafting station, and we can use the filter, and we'll make 5 of these. 4, 5. Oh, can only make 4. Why can I only make 4? Find out in a minute, because it should take 50. 50. We need more wood pulp. Right, so it takes 5 wood pulp. Right, okay. What I'm going to do is we'll go back to the milling station. I've got plenty of material, but what I will do, so it'll increase the broken cubit measure. What I'll do is I will just pause the video and we'll come back after I've done a lot of pulping. Here we are, back after a session of pulping. So we've now got 106 wood pulp. Had to go and get another tool, so used up an entire tool. So I've checked, it's more than enough now. So I'm just going to take that and show you how to get a tool if it gets broken. Those are bought from the crafting merchant. If we just bring up our milling tool, it says it's broken, so I'm going to right mouse click, unequip it, because what we can do, if it's unequipped, it goes back into our inventory. So it goes from a grey one to a clear one, and you can sell those. So I'm going to sell from the inventory the broken cubit. So we get 8. So it's either that or throw it out. You could repair it, but I believe it would cost you more in buying the repair tool, because I don't think you craft them. And then we need to buy another cubit measure, CU, and so buy another one, and then we'll sign for the exchange, and then we can right mouse click on that and equip the tool, and it'll put it down here. So that's how you can easily get hold of another tool. So now we have all the ingredients. We shall go back again. This is a crafting book, and we're doing scrolls. So we'll double click on it, and we should have enough. Just make 5 of them. So, and we are making recall scrolls for this one. So we'll make 5 of each. As you can see, it's quite straightforward. The nightshade you can harvest in the wild, or you can grow it, and the mandrake as well, you can grow it or harvest it in the wild, and you can find all of the regents also on magical characters as well. So if you kill them, you've got a chance of getting the regents necessary. And so that's 5 of those. Make 5 of these. So any questions, in the link below you'll find a link to my Facebook page. You can put any questions in there, or below this video you can leave questions about the game. Oop, we failed. What did we... I think we only lose the wood pulp. when we fail. And again. Take all those. Yeah, because we didn't lose the black pearls, because we had enough, just enough for those. And I don't know if we lost any mandrake, but definitely didn't lose the purchased pearls. And we failed twice, so just make those. Then we can show them in action. One more. There we go. Take it, just gained a level 60. Gained 3 levels by doing that 100, now up to level 72. So it'll help us as the game progresses through, because they haven't filled out those trees yet. Let's have a look. We've got the milling tree here, which has only got the base. That's it. Carpentry tree is pretty much filled out. They've done a bit more in alchemy. The tailing tree, but there's nothing in the cooking. And the yeah, on these ones they've done blacksmith, done carpentry, done tailoring. Alchemy they've done a bit, cooking hasn't been done. Then all of these I don't think they've done anything else in, so we've got to wait for those to come out. Most of these are all done. I don't know if they'll change them, but whilst we're in the game, as it's progressing through, we can get the benefits of the next tier down. So we've now got everything assembled. We can see what they do. So first of all, we'll teleport to a friend, and hopefully there's somebody out there. Let's go here. Haven't got a clue where it is. Savank Stronghold. Let's teleport, see where we end up. There he goes. It's like straining away. Keep going, you'll make it. Here he goes. It's actually an instance. Frederick's here as well. It's actually a 1, 2, 5 skull instance, which somewhere on the map, don't know where, but what we'll do is we'll now use the recall scroll. So this one took us to a friend, and this one is going to take us back home. It can be bound, as I say, to a town crier or to your plot if you own one, or if you're in a guild, it can be to the guild property, because that's the way you can generate a good friends list, by joining a guild. Let's say I'm a member of the Lunar Dragons. It's easy to join. You just have to ask one of the Lunar Dragons in the game. They will tell you if an officer's online and put you in touch with them. You just have to pay 1,000 gold coins, and that is so we know that you've learnt the basics of the game, which if you haven't, there's plenty of videos here, and it's very simple. You can get 500 goals just by taking the Oracle test, which will be a video shortly, but it's pretty simple to learn. And so once you've done that, you then become a member, and there are benefits of a guild house. You can have a box in a guild house. There's a farming plot you can use, so if you don't have a property in the game, you can do everything as if you had a property. So here we are, we've just got back to my bound location, which if we double click on there, that'll be set to bind. Yeah, so you can access lot, bind to lot, and if you've got a guest access or something like that, if you're a guild, you do have a guest access, you can bind to the lot. Because I own the lot, these other items come up. So that's teleport and rescore scrolls in a nutshell. And as I say, if you have found the game helpful, please do like, also subscribe so you can see more of my content, and thanks for watching.